Hi everyone, welcome back to A to B Model Railways, the new shop. This is day 5 of our shop move video diary. It is 10:30 a.m. on Friday the 16th of May, which means it is exactly 24 hours before I hope to be turning the sign round and throwing the doors open to officially open the new shop for the very first time. Now, for those of you who've been following the videos this week and particularly saw yesterday's episode, you'll know that nothing's that straightforward. The shop is in an absolute state right now. I spent yesterday afternoon clearing out the last of the junk from the old shop. It's amazing how much clutter you can assemble in 6.5 years. Sorted out what needed to be thrown away, what needed to be kept, what could be sorted at a later date, and brought the keep and the sort stuff and basically dumped it on the floor in the new shop. So I've got all that clutter to sort out. I've got the cabinets left to restock. I've got the small silver cabinets moved back into place. The new donated double silver cabinet that's got no shelves to move out and store away until it's ready for use. I've got the toy stand to tidy up, to stock. Rest of the railway stuff behind me to stock. Got the Woodland Scenics stand to stock as well. All of the central island to do. And the Gauge Master stand, which I'm actually standing the camera on at the moment, has also got to move because it's not going to work in the place I thought it would. There's not enough room to sort of get around. So that's another thing I've got to do. And I've got the rest of today to do it. It probably reminds me a little bit of the early 90s TV programme Challenge Annika, when Annika Rice coerced so many different people to help her create construction projects in a impossible timescale for various charities. Feels like a bit of an impossible mission for me today. But there we go, that's what I've got to try and get done. I'm going to do the video a little bit different today. I'm going to sort of post updates throughout the day to report on progress, put it all together in the diary at the end. Hoping for some help from elsewhere. Unfortunately, my scheduled helper for today's pulled out, so it's just me. But the plumber's due to be down here before the end of the morning to deal with the problems in the toilet and that antiquated flush mechanism that just keeps running. Managed to get it stopped for the time being. Also hoping that one of our suppliers is going to turn up today with all the soft toys that I ordered. Now, I ordered them weeks ago and they've been on hold in the warehouse since then. And a few days ago I contacted them and said, right, we're in a position where you can send them, and I'm rather hoping they're going to arrive today ready for tomorrow. Hornby and Bachmann stuff, that's not going to arrive for at least a week, possibly 2 weeks, because I'm prioritising orders at the moment. I want to get the soft toys in for the weekend and for the school holidays. And also I'm hoping the guy's going to come with the sign, because again, when I sort of placed the order for the shop sign, we knew time was tight. He knew time was tight, but he did say he was going to try and get it here in time. And yesterday he said, oh, it's looking a bit tight now. So I'm not sure if he's going to turn up with a shop sign or not, but hopefully he will. So big list of jobs to do, lots to sort out. Let's crack on with it. So it's 12:05 in the afternoon. I've been hard at it for just over an hour and a half. Took quite a methodical approach this morning. So I started at the front of the shop, dealt with all the mess that was on the floor, sorted everything out, chucked what I could chuck, moved stuff into the storeroom if it needed keeping or sorting later, and putting stuff that needed keeping in the right part of the shop so it was ready to go on the shelves even if I couldn't do it straight away. I've also managed to get to the soft toy stand, so I've now sorted out all the soft toys, the Squishmallows, the cuddly dinosaurs. I've got them out on display now, so that toy stand's starting to take shape. And the plumber's here as well, so he arrived about half an hour ago. He's taken out the old flush mechanism, having finally located the stopcock down in the cellar to stop the water, and he's just off to get the new parts so that hopefully by this afternoon we're going to have a working toilet. No word as yet from the signs gentleman, so no clue yet whether we're going to have our shop sign fitted by the end of the day. I suspect the silence speaks volumes and probably not. And considering I've had no email from the supplier, I'm not expecting the soft toys to arrive today as well. So I think what I'm going to do is, rather than load up the TY stands with something different, which I've been doing in the old shop, I'm just going to put them away in the back of the shop out of sight for tomorrow. So I can put the other stuff where I think they're going to be, and then I can use the TY stands for the proper stuff when they finally arrive. But I think it's lunchtime now, so I'm going to stop for a bit of a break, make myself coffee, and then crack on with some more this afternoon. So it's now 2 o'clock. On the positive side of things, we've now got a working toilet and flush. Plumber's bin sorted it all out. So we've got something less Victorian in the toilet now, which is good. And I'm making slow but steady progress on stocking the shelves. So the Airfix starter set stand is now fully populated. We've got all the starter sets and the quick builds on there. So that's all sorted. I've got the rest of the toy section about where I want it to be, and I'm slowly but surely working my way through the middle island with the static grasses in place now. So I've got those on, a few empty hooks because one of the deliveries that we're waiting for, or that's on hold, contains the stock up of the static grasses, so we're waiting for that. That might be sooner than some with a bit of luck, but it won't be for tomorrow. And I'm doing the Javis scatter and the natural scenic scatter around the other side now. So hopefully in the next hour or so, I'll have that middle section all done. And that will clear some more space so I can get around the shop, and I can start to think about moving the Gauge Master stand into its new location and getting the big silver cabinet stored away in the back of the shop out of sight. Sadly, still nothing from the signs guy. I've given up on the hoped for delivery of the TYs and soft toys because I've had no email to suggest a delivery, so I don't think that's coming at all. Problem is, because it's a supplier I've not used much, I don't really know what courier they use, so I don't know their arrangements for delivering, sorry. So I don't know if that is suddenly going to turn up out of the blue, but I suspect it's probably not. But the concern I've got is the fact that I paid up front for a shop sign that the sales guy promised me he was going to get here by the time I open tomorrow. Yesterday he said it was looking tight for Friday or Saturday and he would be in touch. Well, he hasn't been in touch. I've heard nothing from him. So I'm getting a little bit annoyed now. When you pay for something, usually you pay at the end of a job, but he wanted the money up front, and I paid for it because he's done good work for people in the area. He was recommended to me by somebody who's one of my neighbouring businesses, so I've got no reason to think he wouldn't do a good job, and his design was spot on. But I'm getting quite concerned that it's not here yet, and I've not heard anything. Perhaps he'll surprise me in the next 3 or 4 hours. Not intending to be here much beyond 6 o'clock at the latest, so 3 or 4 hours left to get everything ready. Let's see if I hear from him, and hopefully we will be stocked and ready to go. Catch you later. So it's 6 o'clock in the evening and I'm about done in. I physically can do no more today, and unfortunately the shop doesn't look like I would like it to look. We will be open tomorrow morning, that's the good news. We'll be open at 10:30 tomorrow, but by no means are we looking at our best because I've just not been able to get it all done. I feel I've been let down. I'm going to be honest. I feel I've been let down by a lot of people today. I was promised help this afternoon to get the final bits and pieces done, and that help was cancelled this morning. So I had no time to sort an alternative. Had I known last night that there was going to be no help forthcoming, I could have made alternative plans. But I've had to do it myself. I've done as much as I can. And in the end, I can do no more. So that's the first thing. I'm going to have to work frantically in the morning to get things ready. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Secondly, shop sign. It's not here. It's not up. I wait till 4:30 this afternoon and I phoned the guy and said, what's going on with it? He said, there's been a printing error. So we've had to reprint the sign. We're now waiting to laminate it. It needs to dry out before we can laminate it. We're hopeful to get it done tonight so we can put it up for you first thing in the morning. Well, if there's a printing error, why didn't he tell me? Why didn't he get in touch and let me know? Because he promised to keep me informed, but he hasn't. So feel a bit disappointed about that as well. Thirdly, the supplier. I said to me, we've got your order, it's in the warehouse, just give us a nod when it's ready, when you're ready to take it in, and we'll get it there straight away. So I gave him 3 or 4 days notice that I was going to be open on Saturday, and he's not arrived. So the TYs, all the soft toys I've ordered for this opening weekend to really showcase our toys range that we want to do, not here. I've stocked one of the TY stands up with some other stuff, which has done me a favour actually. It means I can display them quite nicely. But it's not what I wanted to do. I've got an empty stand now. I've got to go and hide for tomorrow. And I'm going to struggle because I've had to put the cabinet that's missing its shelves in the back of the stock room as well. So I can't actually get much more in there, especially as it's access to the toilet as well. So not helpful. But there we go. So this is what we look like right now on the eve of opening. So Central Island's been done. We've got the JV Scenics, Natural Scenics on that side. We've got the soft toys and stuff, some of the toys and gifts on the end, which was always the plan. This is the TY stand that was supposed to be full of our new stock, but instead it's got some other cuddly toys on it. Over here we've got some baskets that normally go outside and stuff. They're just stored. Cabinets are done. Airfix and Woodland Scenic stands are done. We've got the toy stuff just about ready. That middle shelf needs sorting out in the morning. We do need to sort out the floor because there's all this stuff I need to sort out. This is the empty TY stand that I need to find somewhere for it to hide away. And then I've moved the Woodland Gauge Master stand, if you noticed. So it's given us a bit more room. So obviously we are waiting for a restock of some of the railway, but as good as it's going to be. And then we've got the Gauge Master stand next to the Woodland Scenic stand. It's a little bit tight, but it's actually okay. And then we've got the static grasses on this side. Now, some of these gifts and stuff will be sorted out tomorrow on the top. They'll be put out in the morning. And over here we've also got the cork underlay as well. And there's the route to the stock room, and at the moment it is absolutely jam-packed full. So for an empty shop on Monday morning, and all the hassles with the shelves behind me, the corner unit that's right behind me, all the problems with the door lock, problems with the toilet that's been resolved this morning, issues with trying to get everything out the old shop, I can sit down and go, yeah, it's job done. An hour's work in the morning, probably, to get ourselves ready for the day ahead. It's not going to look its best, but then again, it didn't when I first opened the first shop, so it's just deja vu. I can't help feeling disappointed as well as angry. I feel a bit flat, actually, if I'm honest, but it's not quite the dawning of the new era I was hoping for, because I just wanted everything to be right. You know, if I get here in the morning and they've done the shop sign, then I suppose I'll feel different, but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we'll be open tomorrow from 10:30 through till 5. I won't be doing a video tomorrow of the shop opening, and the reason for that is, or I won't be posting a video tomorrow. The reason for that is straight after the shop opening, I'm going out to Nottingham Arena for a concert. I'm going to see Bryan Adams in concert tomorrow night, which was a Christmas present. So it's I do like Bryan Adams. I've seen him once before. It was a great show. Looking forward to it, but also it's not what I need this week because I'm absolutely exhausted. So I'll try and do a video on Sunday, just to the reflections of the first weekend and how things have gone. And that will bring to an end the Shop Move short series, although this has not been a short video by any means. Hope to see you in the shop very soon. I hope to be posting some images on our social media channels tomorrow of the opening, so do check out Facebook and Instagram. We'll put some photographs of our opening day on. We're not going to make a fuss about it. We're just going to open the doors and job done. But do come down if you're around this weekend. Open 10:30 till 5 on Saturday and 10 till 4 on Sunday. I hope to see you soon. Okay, take care. And I look forward to welcoming you to our new shop very soon. Bye-bye.